Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, the 3rd of August. I want to talk about the revelation of God, the knowledge of God, and I want to talk about the sacrifice of Jesus, the one that should save you. He sacrificed himself in order to save you. There's a way he could. But you really need to understand what's going on here. Now, the revelation of God, the revelation of the Spirit of God, is I create what I create. It is in the creation that God is revealed, that the Spirit is revealed in the creation. And that is in solid reality. God is revealed. And that is what the word revelation actually means. Experiencing the solid outcome is the point of revelation. So if you say, I've heard these things and I had great revelations, no. That's the giving of knowledge. Revelation is when it creates a solid outcome and God is revealed in his fruit. That's the revelation. So let's go again. And I heard people saying, there are these that say, God is a being that created the world and somehow God is this world. This is complete nonsense. No, it's not. Not if you understand that God is spirit. There is a being there that has that generates that spirit. Yeah? But the spirit itself, the God itself is the spirit part, the energy part is God. And it impacts on matter, or it changes matter, and thereby he's revealed as a solid reality. So the God of this world is still in this world. His spirit is still in this world. And you can still see his fruit. You can still see him. Our bodies, as they are actually the fruit of the Spirit of God. This is God manifest in matter. God in the body. God manifest in matter. Revealed in matter. Right, let's come to the next part. Yeah? Where God makes man in his image. Again, do not so much concentrate on the being part. They are beings. Yeah, again, at the moment, the way Paul Wallace and others are going, they were aliens, yes. They were beings, yes. And then we are full on just in the material again. That's what irks me about that. The spiritual part is no longer in that story. There definitely was one. So do not concentrate on the being. It's the spirit. You will know them by the spirit, not by the form. The form was created by some world as ours is. This is carbon-based. Matter here is carbon-based. We are carbon-based. They came from a different matter. If they have form, then they came from matter. Might have been a different composition, will give them a different form. Never mind that. You know them by the Spirit. And the Spirit of the God, that God, Elohim, is the desire, the intention to rule over the animal parts, the animals, the lower consciousnesses, to subdue their nature and to have dominion over worlds. That is the Spirit of God that creates. It's not the solid form, nor is it their technology. It is the Spirit that really creates. And so God creates man. So there are others on the level of man, probably according to their worlds. That is the level of man. And God gives them that spirit, that thought, that idea. And then they become Elohim. So they are one in the spirit. So we're talking about now, people are talking, the more sci-fi crowd would be talking about galactic alliances and stuff like that, made up out of different species. Yeah, that is what it says there. It says God creates man in his image. That is then an alliance, and God has got a garden of trees of knowledge, and they all grew according to themselves. They all know according to themselves. That's beings. Yeah, lots of different beings that are now all Elohim, and that serve, their knowledge serves that intention. Right, then God creates man from the dust of the earth. And here comes, when they came here, the level of man did not yet exist. There was nothing here that was on that level. And I'm hearing, I will refer to John St. Julian a couple of times. I'm sorry, he's the only New Ager that I know about. I tend not to listen to them because they do my head in. But while I was listening to him, so I am referring to him. It's not personal, it's just that kind of mindset, that kind of thought. Yeah, it's not him, it's a thought that I'm going up against. Well, but he says, he expresses that thought. So he says, the alien slave technology, they diddled with our DNA. Okay, they did. I think there is scientific evidence that there was genetic engineering done on us. But what it really did in the first instant is, if this body is the hardware, it changed the hardware. It gave us a bigger brain, it gave us the ability for speech, so we could communicate with our thoughts to each other, in a more precise way through speech. And not just fuzzy feelings, no, precise speech. So they created new hardware, or they expanded the hardware, but only so that it could run a program, that it would be capable to run a program. And that, again, God breathes his life into Adam. That's the program. So one is creating the physical hard drive, the other is running the program. And I think that in the first instance, the changing of the hardware should not have changed in essence what we are. In fact, it should have enabled us to run our own program to a higher standard, or to a bigger extent. Because we are already, I said, our bodies are according to this world. There's already a program that in the first second creation, there was already a program that created this world, and we're running that program. Our body is running according to that program. So running according to our own truth would be the knowledge of the first God, the one that created nature. But we're now running a different program. And here is that the underlying reality, the truth of ourselves, would be our natural program. And that is actually compatible with the body. The two are one. God is in the body. He's revealed in the body. Whereas we're now running a different program that is not compatible with the machine. The machine has got the ability to run the program, but it's not really compatible with everything else. And it wrecks the machine. That's why we die. So, okay, let's get back to Jesus. And again, the revelation of God. The fruit of the Spirit that was revealed to him. In the book of the Revelation, there is the solid outcome of the Spirit. And he gave knowledge of that to John. Yeah? So, first of all, is the giving of knowledge. I bring you knowledge of the Father, of God, or whatever. He receives knowledge. That knowledge changes him energetically, changes his thoughts. He's working on his emotional energy, bring it down to compassion or whatever. He's becoming energetically a different being. Yeah? Changed by the knowledge. He goes to the tomb for 3 days. 3 days of darkness. And then he's reborn into this new reality. Again, kingdom within first, the other things will be added onto you. The kingdom without will be added onto you. Yeah? You will receive according to what you are. You will experience according to what you are. So I say, and this is, it is far out what's happening there, and it is far out. So a solid body, which I said is probably energetically no longer compatible with this reality. It's been flung out, and I'm saying he's going to the kingdom of his Father, to that which he had, the one that created him. He became according to the instructions of somewhere else. He's energetically like that. He's going to the outcome. Now, exactly where is he going? He's leaving in Jerusalem. He's reappearing in Jerusalem. He's actually not going to a different place, but he's going into a different reality. And the reality, again, that he is in is a world of chaos, a world of war, of pestilences, of hunger, of famine, of full-on destruction. That is the revelation. That is the book of the Revelation. That is the revelation, the experience of a reality, full, solid reality. And God is revealed. The one that spoke to him is revealed in his fruit. And Jesus is experiencing it. And he's giving the knowledge of that to John on some pathway. John has got the vision. They are connected. John is getting the vision of what Jesus is experiencing. And gives the knowledge, the book of the Revelation, to all. So how does reality work? I think that's what the book says, that is how reality works. We know there's more to reality than just a solid thing. There, the book tells you how it works. You become. And the reality will be added on to you. And the fruit actually of your own spirit as well will be revealed. You will live it as a solid reality. That is revelation. Before that is giving of knowledge. That creates. So then again to the New Agers at the moment. One thing is, those that say, oh, the Christ is within me. Yeah? Oh, the Christ is within me. And we should follow Jesus. Yeah? And then I don't know where they think they're going. Yeah? Or we're going to be beautiful beings of light. No, you go the way of Jesus, you follow his teachings, you do according to his teachings. That is the outcome you're going to. That is where you're going. The book of the Revelation. That is a revelation. You already know where you're going. You've been told. So you do as Jesus, you end up where he ended up. You do the same thing, you do not create a different outcome. That's where you're going. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing is those that are on, I don't know, ayahuasca or whatever, and they're connecting to other beings. Yeah, again, giving of knowledge. That is not a revelation. It's a giving of knowledge. And again, they're getting snippets. Yeah, little snippets of wisdom. Yeah, and they say, oh, they are so much greater than us. And then I'm asking you, do you know them? Do you know them? Do you know the fruit of what they are? And that would mean to know their worlds. That would mean to actually experience what they have created. That would be the fullness of the revelation of who they are. Do you know that? And again, there's the thing, if you change yourself according to what they tell you, do you actually know where you're going? Now, I have a feeling that we're going to a point where this will happen. The 3 days of darkness, the revelation of new worlds, and I have a feeling we're going to different places. We're kind of being split up because there's so many different teachings that would create different energetic beings that are then connected to different worlds. Yeah? And we all will be changed in a twinkle of an eye, and we're going to wake up somewhere thinking, what the hell? How did I get here? When it is revealed to you what this actually works. And that is a solid experience, folks. You're not going to be a beautiful light being and it doesn't matter, or it will matter, all right. That is what that book says. You believe on the Bible, then please. That is what it says. Another one of those great, wonderful beings that we have teachings of, Thoth. Okay, what did he say? He says, in the Emerald Tablets, yeah? In the book, the Emerald Tablets, which is obviously some, going back to the Hermetics, connected to that. He says, I went to many worlds, I took on many forms. He is a traveler of worlds. That's what it says. I have knowledge of worlds. Knowledge, because he took on the form. He took on the form. He merged himself in the revelation of that world. Now I wonder what Thoth does. But when he's doing these things, he obviously has got he says he has got the ability of doing that, choosing a revelation, a real knowledge, full-on knowledge. I wonder if he's sitting there, but what do you call that, the fires of Amadi or something like that. Is he lying there and thinking, all right, look, I've got a few snippets of knowledge there, that looks interesting, to hell with the consequences. It doesn't matter. Let's just go. Is that how he's traveling through realities? You know? Or again, does he gather a bit more information, and does he use predictive reasoning? Because to an extent we can reason about the outcome without actually going to the solid reality of it. Yeah, does he actually use his head before he goes somewhere? That's the thing. You know? Thus the embodiment of David Icke. I'm all there ever is and ever will be, and to hell with the consequences. Or does he do it somewhat differently? I don't know. Now, last thing I want to talk about, the sacrifice of Jesus and how it could save you. What did Jesus actually do? Did he follow blindly? There's a thing. Or was he contacted by something? By a God? By another being? He had snippets of information, obviously he did, in his teachings. But he did not know the reality, that, again, the fruit of that thinking, the reality that it would create. And, I don't know, did he go out of trust? Did he go out of curiosity? Did he know what he was doing? I think they knew what they were doing. that he deliberately followed that teaching so that this whole process should happen and he would have the revelation, the full knowledge of the fruits of that teaching. And then he would give the knowledge to John. Yeah? In a way, scientific experiment, self-experiment. If you think this is real, this is solid science, spirituality being the science of the energetic, of the unseen, then was that a scientific experiment? And he did that with his eyes open. And then he did make a sacrifice in that he went to the outcome, to the revelation. And he would experience it. He would experience it and he would have the knowledge of it. The fruits of the Spirit. God revealed. So that he made a sacrifice. Then the only way that sacrifice would save all of us is when we understand we should not go there. That is not a good outcome. Do not follow his way. Do not follow the way. Do not become of that spirit, because that is the reality that will be added onto you if you are. So the only way Jesus can possibly save you, his sacrifice would save us, is if we understand we shouldn't go there. Don't go on his path. Find a different path that will reveal a different outcome. That's the only way that his sacrifice will save us. So there you are. So really, the definition, again, a definition of the word revelation, the book of the Revelation. Revelation is the living of the solid reality. Before that, you are given knowledge that will create, in the first instance, it will create the kingdom within. Your energetic being, your thoughts, your emotions, what you think is real. According to that, you will experience a reality, and at the moment, I think we're in flux. We're in between. We are in flux. We're going in and out of realities at the moment. But at one point, the fullness will be revealed to us. That means we are in a reality. Where are we going? Where are you going? And I say the one possibility that nobody seems to tout is that we are already in a reality. And there is a God. There was a desire, there was a thought that is in this reality, that is the program of this reality. Our heart drives, our bodies were created according to that program. God is in the body. We are in a solid reality. There is a God, there's a program running this reality. We have lost who we are and what we're doing. So instead of running out here, away, here, where, and there and everywhere, not actually knowing what we're doing, and I say most are not understanding that revelation is the knowledge of a solid reality, and you're not a beautiful light being that is just floating around in the all or something. Why don't we remember who we are? Run the program that is the truth of this world. Be according to our own nature and no longer have it distorted or subdued. And then go deeper into this reality to reveal other aspects of it, because this reality has other aspects, other dimensions. Reveal the dimensions of this reality instead of running around going somewhere where, as I said, you've been given knowledge, snippets of knowledge, but do you know them? Do you know the fullness of their world? Do you know the fullness of what their spirit has created? Is that revealed to you? Has that been revealed to you? The entire world? And if it has not, do you have no idea where you're going and what you are becoming? But as I say, once you have become, it will be revealed to you. So do you know what it is you're doing? That is what that book says. That is what happened there. Do you believe? Anyway, and I said the only way Jesus can save us is if we don't go there, not by following him. I leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.